So we're now chilling in the science wing here at school.
It's not a wing, it's just a little pod.
The science pod here at school.
There's the science room, and 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 there, and there.
Yeah, I know. Biology.
Anatomy and forensics.
Anatomy, forensics, chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yep.
General science, forensics, physics.
Physics, yeah.
AP environmental, biology.
Yep.
Biology.
Yep. So, there's a new science program going on at the PAL Center, and so,
I don't know a whole lot about it, do you?
I don't know anything about it either, but
So we're gonna have to go watch that interview.
so just like we're learning here, why don't we just go discover what it's about there?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Palisano here with Brett Wells, Executive Director of the PAL Center. So what is Family Science and Invention Night?
Family Science and Invention Night is a program that we've been doing for years and years now. Once a year, our education committee, which is a group that meets monthly at the center, that's comprised of current retired educators, administrators, community people that are interested in helping kids, put together a series of activities, kind of like a big hands-on event in our gym where kids get to come in with their families and experience really sort of the cool, fun, messy science stuff for about an hour and a half on a Friday night. We've expanded it since last year to include inventions and engineering too, so that besides the Alka-Seltzer rockets and the paper airplanes and the stuff that makes smoke and noise and everything, there's also a chance to take computers apart and see how walls are built and you know, just create other things and you know, work with machinery and stuff and a little bit of math as well. So it's gone from just a science night into really a full-blown take over our entire building, just fun activity for families and youth.
And can anyone come, or do you have to?
It's open to the public. The science activities are geared more towards elementary school families. The invention programs kind of vary between elementary school and middle school kids. But we encourage families to come out and have a good time. It's from 6:30 to 8 o'clock on the 21st of March, and it's one of many family nights we do during the year, but it's one of our most popular ones. It's amazing how many people come out just to make a mess and tear stuff apart.
Okay. And when is it?
It is Friday, March 21st at the PAL Center at 340 Harding Boulevard in Norristown, just down by Elmwood Park and the softball fields. We'll have activities in our gymnasium, plus the lower level of the building too. The place will be packed.
Now, I know you mentioned a few specifics, but what are some other certain things you guys do there?
You know, we do a lot of different things. There's activities with balance, and there's different things that the kids can cut out and create and figure, you know, what, the balance one's kind of hard to explain, but it's entertaining still. We have Alka-Seltzer rockets where, you know, the film canisters, a quarter tablet of Alka-Seltzer goes in, they fill up and pop off. We're doing experiments with sound this year, where what conducts sound differently, empty space, rocks, dirt, whatever, and things like that. So it's a lot of just really fun, interesting, and again, messy stuff that by the end of the day, and there's take-home things too. A lot of the things that the families are doing at the tables, they'll be able to take back with them and you know, redo the experiments at home on their own as well.
So parents can join in on the fun too?
We want parents to be there. Every child has to be accompanied by an adult. So you know, we expect parents to be there and we expect them to participate as well. It's for everybody.
Now, who's hosting this?
It's the Greater Norristown Police Athletic League that's hosting it through our education committee. But we bring in some outside groups and businesses to help with it as well. So there'll be other volunteers who represent various businesses and organizations that'll be coming out and working with us as well. But it's hosted through our organization and through that education committee that we have.
Okay. And how long has this been going on for?
Geez, this is probably our 7th or 8th year. I've sort of lost track, but when we first did it, we had a couple members of the committee that thought this would be fun, and we were trying out new things at that point. I never had any idea that Science Night would become one of our most popular family nights, but the people come out in droves for it. I mean, we've done everything over the years from Mentos and Diet Coke and shooting that 18, 20 feet in the air to egg drops and different activities throughout. So it's grown year after year after year. And it's one of our biggest family night events now that we operate.
And I know you mentioned that you are adding new activities. Other than that, is anything else changing?
Not really. You know, we're excited to just grow it and add more volunteers, but the format's still the same. It's family friendly. There's plenty for everyone to do. It's free, like all of our family night activities. I think that's an important thing to know, that if a family wants to do something without dropping God knows how much money to take the kids to the movies or someplace else, this is a lot of free family stuff. There's take-home things, and it's just a good time.
And what are some of the take-home things?
A lot of the things they do with aeronautics and the paper airplane making, they take their airplanes with them. The balance activities, they take the different things home with them for that. And a number of other things. We actually give out bags, grocery bags, for them to fill up everything and bring them with them.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's a great time.
And are you specifically in charge of anything?
You know what? Every year I try to do something that involves noise and music and sound. Now, last year, the activity I did, I inadvertently set a subwoofer on fire and created a lot of smoke. So I've scaled it back to something a little quieter this year, but another activity that involves sound and how it conducts through different surfaces.
Did the smoke trigger a fire alarm or
No,
something?
no, but it did. It did trigger my assistant, who's a high school student here at Norristown. He was the one who noticed that he smelled something burning, and so that particular experiment lasted a whopping 15 minutes before we had to do something else that night.
Oh, wow. And I know you mentioned you have a high school assistant. Can we get involved with that? High school
Certainly,
students?
we definitely encourage volunteers, especially high school and college students, to come out, because it's a great chance to interact with younger kids, share your experiences. If you're not particularly scientifically oriented, most of the activities are simple enough that we can train you within about 15 or 20 minutes to understand the concepts and share them with the groups that are coming through. Plus, you'd be working with somebody else that is already more aware of what the activity is and involved. So it's a lot of just sort of helping support, but we encourage high school volunteers to come out for our family nights and other activities too.
And how could someone contact the PAL Center about that?
They can find us on the web at greaternorristownpal.org, through Twitter at @GNorPal, or on Facebook. Greater Norristown Pal is our thing there. All of our contact information, phone, email, and everything are available through those outlets.
Okay. And do you have an interest in science yourself?
You know what? I have a lot of different interests. I guess for me personally, it's the music and sound part of it that I enjoy, which is why I always try to find something that is loud or messy to get involved in. But have been a nonprofit person for 25 years, doing different programs and working for different organizations. So never followed the science route, but one night a year I'm a scientist, I guess.
Oh. And you said there's other family nights. What are some other ones? at the
We
PAL
do,
Center?
every couple of weeks, we do different ones. We have a bingo night twice a year. We've done family board game nights. We have just recently finished up a college fair. And throughout the year, there's just, like I said, there's numerous activities that bring parents out and youth out.
Okay. And when is the Family Science and Invention Night again?
It's going to be March 21st from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, Greater Norristown Pal Center, 340 Harding Boulevard in Norristown.
Thank you for being here.
Sure.
I'm Elizabeth Palisano here with Brett Wells, talking about Family and Invention Night at the PAL Center. Now back to the Eagle's Eye.